Because I know how it is to struggle,
Mm.
not finding someone na parang to believe in you.
Mm.
And it only takes like one person to actually believe in you. Diba? And then, dire-diretso niya yan. The people that come into your life, they come in seasons or they come for a reason.
Or a lesson.
Or a lesson.
Or
Correct. If I see a person that, direct, can you help me out? Yun kasi ako eh. You should want it. Hindi siya binibigay sa'yo on a silver platter. You should want it and you should ask for it. Because if you don't ask for it, you won't get it. It was one of my dreams to direct, really, a concert. And it was the closest, ito yung sinasabi ko lagi, it was the closest thing to being a singer. Being a director for a concert. Where I am today is because of the amount of rejections that I had and the amount of experience that I gained and the numerous people that I've met and the amount of hard work that I put in. It's a combination of everything.
Big thank you to my sponsors for supporting me. Oh Dear Perfume, Patata Wings and Fries, Tercy's Beauty Studio Cafe, Swak Food House, Mom's Lasagna Super Delicious. Of course, special thanks to Summer Sky Media Productions for making sure I have amazing videos for all of you guys.
I noticed 93% of you watching aren't even subscribed yet. Please hit subscribe, like, and share to support my journey and help these stories reach more people. Your engagement brings bigger guests and inspiring content. Don't forget to turn on all notifications. That would mean so much to me. Thank you.
SB19, BGYO, Gary V, Martin Rivera, AG's Miss Universe TV5's Face to Face, and all the trending shows in the country. Let me introduce the most sought after in-demand TV events and content director in the Philippines. Let's all welcome to the Brightside, Direct Frank Lloyd Mamaril. Yay! Direct!
Yay! Hi!
I am so happy to have you here.
Oh, nako. Okay naman. Siyempre, one text away.
He's actually one of my good friends in the industry kasi konti lang naman tayong
Oh,
magkaka-friends, diba? And also, Direct Frank is my director for my first ever talk show on the Pi channel.
Yes.
So Direct Frank, by the way,
Thank you for having me.
yes, he is not only a director, FYI, he is also a radio personality. He is also a singer.
Yeah, now. Yun. I just recently released my first single. Distributed just by, I distributed it. Tapos yun. Now I'm making rounds and thank you for having me to promote it here and maybe tell my story.
FYI guys, kakatapos lang yan ng ASAP na guesting. Kumanta siya sa ASAP today. Pero wait, let's begin first on how you became a director.
Okay, so I think I can tell the story more by going back to my childhood. No? I did not grow up in the Philippines. I grew up in the Northern Marianas Islands.
Wow!
So
Where's that?
That's actually like east of the Philippines. No?
Okay.
That's east of the Philippines. And my parents worked there. No? So we were there and I was studying there. And then we would watch the Filipino channel and I would watch all of these artistas and all of these shows. Yan. And then when I turned sixth grade, I told my mom, I want to go to the Philippines and the first thing I told her, I want to be a singer.
Aww.
And then, for some time, I've been competing in the Northern Marianas Islands. And then eventually, she told me that I can go to the Philippines and live on my own. So I was independent starting high school until college. So during that time, I was a struggling singer. Wow, as a struggling
Wait,
singer.
kontesero ka pala?
Oo, I was, laman ako ng mga singing contests before.
Eh, how did you do naman?
During that time, I think, now I can say this, parang, I wasn't ready when I was younger. So I would go to auditions, I would get rejections here and then. And I would look at myself in the mirror and say, am I really for this? So sabi ko sa sarili ko, bakit pa kaya ako pumunta ng Pilipinas kung hindi ko naman maaabot yung pangarap ko? And then high school came. So I was studying high school. And then eventually I fell in love with making videos.
How? Like, how did you
Oh, well,
even
back
learn?
in high school, we would create like small videos. Hindi pa uso vlogs noon eh, di ba? But we would create like stories and ganyan, short films.
Anong generation ba to?
Huwag natin pag-usapan yung
Okay,
generation.
sige.
But yeah, so we would create videos and my friends would go to my house and we would edit there. So I fell in love with how the production process was. So when it was time for me to take the entrance exams in college, there was one thing on my mind. Well, two. To be a singer or to be a director.
Oh.
So I only took the entrance exams in the University of Santo Tomas. UST or nothing.
Ayun
Ano?
talaga. That's only
Oh,
one.
one. So my plan there was, if I pass in UST, then I would stay in the Philippines. But if I fail, I would go back to my mom. And then I would just follow them because they wanted me to be a nurse.
Did you want to be a nurse?
No.
No, not at
Because
all.
I'm afraid of blood.
Oo nga! Actually, you're afraid of everything horror,
Yeah,
di ba?
I'm afraid of anything horror, blood, gory thing. So, yun. So, I passed. So, when I was studying naman in UST, it was the perfect school for me because it taught me everything that I know now. Well, yung mga starters for directing. So, I would produce, direct shows in UST because it had its own cable channel which we produced TV
Ay,
shows.
ang cute!
Yeah. Then we would create documentaries, we would create short films, we would create TV shows.
How did
We
you
would
get
have-
the job though? Like, did you apply for this?
Okay, that's another story. So, actually, di ba, I wanted to be a singer and then I wanted to be a director. But the first thing that came into my, I don't know why, but when I was in first year college, I auditioned for the theater group of UST and I failed.
Ay, sorry, natawa ako.
Di ba?
Nasaktan
Di ba?
ka.
I failed. So
Umiyak
parang
ka?
ako, I was depressed that time kasi parang it's another failure. Di ba? I actually hate the feeling of failure. So right there and then, nung I failed the audition, kasi makita mo sa paper, di ba? And I was walking, then when I saw my name wasn't there, I was walking in the library of UST, and then I saw this organization that produces shows, and ganyan, sabi ko, maybe this is for me. Then I auditioned, and then there were just 30 of us that passed. So I'm like, maybe this is for me. So I tried it out, and then when I tried it out, I fell in love with how the production process was, and it taught me directing skills. And of course, at the same time, I was studying communication arts. So imagine, I was studying it with my course, and then I have an extracurricular that also teaches me how to be a director. So yun siya. So right there then, I would produce and direct TV shows for UST. But at the back of my head, I still wanted that.
There was still a dream that
there
was like
still a dream
knocking.
of me being a singer. So nung third year college ako, I was sent by UST to Canada.
Wow, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah. I was sent by UST to Canada to compete for an international singing contest.
Oh.
It was called the Metro Toronto Pop International Music Festival, and I was representing the Philippines.
Congratulations.
And I was part of the top 5 finalists. So after that, I came home. Sinabi ko na parang, okay, I think I fulfilled my dream of singing abroad. Now I'm gonna fulfill my next dream, which is directing. So I graduated college, and remember, I was also laman ako ng mga singing contests, right? And these singing contests are in TV networks. You have ABS-CBN, you have GMA. And because they knew me, because I was the person that always goes to audition, when it was my time to apply for a job, they would remember me and say, oh, siya yung nag-audition ng madaming beses.
Oh, so
that's-
naalala ka ng director mismo.
Ng mga producers.
Oh,
na. So,
producers.
doon ako napasok as one of, in ABS. That's where I started my career in ABS.
Wait, would you have been in any of the contests on TV? Pumasa ka ba?
Star na Million.
How far did you get?
Top 30.
Okay, top 30.
Top 30.
Not bad.
We were aired on TV. All the top 30 naman were aired on TV. Yun,
How
until-
many auditions did you do?
Oh my gosh, I lost count because Imagine this, Karen. Ever since second year college until fourth year college, every Thursdays, I would go to ABS. My class ends at 3 p.m. and the audition is at 4 p.m. So from UST, I would ride a jeepney from UST to ABS audience entrance para pumila.
Talagang gusto
Sometimes,
mo.
ako pa yung unang-una sa pila. Ganun ako ka-driven nun. That's why, ganun na lang yung perseverance ko of really reaching for your dreams. Kasi naranasan ko yung how it is na pumila ka at down the talaga, nang walang tumutulong sa'yo.
You know what? Now I get it. Kasi he takes care of a lot of artists. Especially yung mga baguhan. If they know how to sing, he always has this vision of wanting them to become stars.
Yeah.
That's where it comes
Yeah,
from.
because I know how it is to struggle not finding someone na parang to believe in you. And it only takes like one person to actually believe in you. Diba? And then, diretso niya yan. If you're with the right people, if you're with the right company, everything will fall into place. And I've proven that time and again with the people that I work with. There's some that come and go. And katulad sinasabi ko rin to on radio when I do my diba, usapang tagumpay, the success stories.
On DZME, by the way.
On DZME. That the people that come into your life, they come in seasons or they come for a reason.
Or a lesson.
Or a lesson.
Or...
Correct. Diba? So some people, they just come for a season, meaning they just have this time span. And then for a reason to teach you something. Diba? Or a lesson. Diba? So that's why it became also like my parang CSR na nga ng company ko. Diba? Parang na siyang foundation.
Ang dami yung tinutulungan.
Parang siyang naging foundation na parang whenever I see struggling artists that would come up to me, because I don't go to them and say, "Uy, I want to manage you." No, it's the other way around. That if I see a person that, "Direct, can you help me out?" Yun kasi ako eh. You should want it. Hindi siya binibigay sa'yo on a silver platter. You should want it and you should ask for it. Because if you don't ask for it, you won't get it.
True. Knock on, you shall open the doors. Tama ba yun?
Yeah.
But that's what you did though. Like you tried in different contests and different shows, but you didn't get to
So that was my
win
biggest
any of the
frustration, that
contests.
I wasn't able to actually win in a contest or to make it like maybe even top 3 or not even in a super finals, no. Although in school I did, but in a bigger audience, no. So parang sa akin, it made me feel na maybe it wasn't for me. But it doesn't mean that I have to end.
Yes.
So it made me realize na maybe hindi ako pang contest. Maybe I wasn't meant to compete with other people to prove that I am a singer. Then maybe there's something else I could do to make my dreams come true.
And, making dreams come true, you make a lot of dreams come true by actually directing their shows.
Well, yeah. Well, directing shows naman for concerts naman is, it's actually like curating a dream and curating this pathway for them. But I also love artists that collaborate with me. A concert kasi is a two-way thing. Eh. It's not just a director like thinking of the concept and then, eto na, this is your concert. Again, I'm not the type of person wherein I just give it to you on a silver platter. I will make you understand why you're doing it and pupukpukin talaga kita hanggat hindi mo
Gusto
talaga.
mo makita yung vision
Oo,
niya.
makita yung vision niya. Saka you collaborate. Diba? You give me something, I give you something in return that's better for you. Ganun siya.
Nice. Okay, can we go back to your first ever concert?
Okay. You know what? I was fortunate enough that my first concert was with an icon already.
Who?
Miss Lani Mesalucha.
Whoa! Seriously?
Yeah. And the story was, I had this friend who was also with ABS. Ano siya eh, he was the owner of a boutique in ABS. It was called Hodgepodge. I don't know if you remember this. There was a stall in ABS in the Loop, somewhere there, where nagsisell siya ng, clothes. Well, aside from a hobby of mine is dressing up. So, I would go there and buy clothes. And then eventually, we became friends, yung owner ng store, si Sir Gus. And then, the time came wherein sinabi niya na, oh, magpaproduce ako ng concert. Ikaw na mag-direct.
Wow.
So parang ako, okay po.
Nung time na yon, ano na ba yung dinedirect mo na TV shows?
At that time, I wasn't even directing yet. I
Ano
was a
ginagawa mo?
copywriter then. I was a copywriter in Studio 23.
They entrusted you that.
Yeah. That's how I think trusted they are with me during that time. And I was so fortunate lang. So, because it was one of my dreams to direct, really, a concert, and it was the closest, ito yung sinasabi ko lagi, it was the closest thing to being a singer. Being a director for a concert.
Totoo.
Diba? So, Sir Gus had me meet Miss Lani.
Wait lang, I just wanna, like understand. Did they not know you've never directed a concert?
They know that I haven't directed a concert, but they know that I can sing. And they know that I'm musically inclined.
So at least yun yung entry point
Yun
mo.
yung entry point ko. So, din na nga. So, Sir Gus gave me the opportunity. I had the opportunity to talk to Miss Lani. And this is what Miss Lani told me. Direct. That's what
Ay, Docs direct agad.
What do you want me to sing? I will sing it.
Wow.
So I'm like, I was so excited because I knew all her songs. But I also wanted like more other repertoires that she could sing. So imagine that nung my first concert, I had the opportunity to work with Miss Lani Misalucha. And then I had the UP Magical Singers.
Wow.
Then I also had like a violinist and a harpist and all the things that I want in a concert all put together. And then the concert happened. And I was the happiest person that time. Because right after the concert, maybe after some months, like maybe 4, 5, 6 months, I had news that it was nominated as Best Concert of the Year by Star Awards.
Wow. As in, I didn't know concerts have awards.
Yeah, they do. And then, eventually, I won. We won.
Your first concert ever, panalo agad.
Yeah, so that spearheaded me. After that concert, that spearheaded me to everything. That's when I met Tito Martin Rivera. Now, Tito Martin Rivera naman, I got to work with him after Miss Lani with some of his shows at the Music Museum. And we just clicked. Because I told him, alam mo, Tito Mart, I used to sing your songs and now I get to talk to you.
There's actually a trending video of you singing with him on YouTube. We're gonna air it, definitely.
Oh my gosh. But, so yun. And we clicked so much that my first concerts, Sir Martin was my writer.
Wow, siya yung naging writer
Siya yung
ng concert
nagsusulat.
mo.
Siya yung nagsusulat. Because he's also a frustrated writer naman.
There's a lot of reverse roles here.
Ngayon nga na ngayon that I have a song. So he was so proud of me. Sabi, maybe I should consider directing. Sabi, don't take my job. Sabi ko. Yeah, but yun. So, nakakatuwa. The relationship I built with these icons in the OPM industry, in OPM, na it was just built out of experience and built out of just meeting them without me being... Kasi, syempre in the industry, there's the Valencianos, there's the Neveras, there's, if you have a name attached to you, then definitely you'll be big. I mean, in this part of my career, I always tell them,
You're so humble,
I don't
honestly.
have that name, but I want to prove that even if without the name, I can also contribute to a person's career, to a person, to an artist's, career as well. So ganun siya. So that's when it all started.
I think it's also like God's way of introducing you to that platform as a singer first, di ba?
Yeah.
So medyo may pagka frustrated, pero it was His way to get you in the industry.
Yes.
Diba?
And it's kind of like a redirection. Diba? We always say redirection. God does not say no. He just gives you other options. Or just redirects you to other things that will eventually lead to what your heart desires are.
And speaking of what your heart desires, you're the only director that actually has his own song. Kasi ngayon, you're so well-rounded. You actually do podcasts. You are a radio personality who, by the way, won an award recently in Japan for being a radio DJ.
Yeah, which I didn't know that I was heard in Japan. Diba?
Di ba ang galing?
Yeah, but maybe because the show that I do on radio is actually inspiring people. And since because of the emergence of digital media, na parang it's being broadcasted over in the internet, Facebook or everywhere, no? The people get to understand how people get to where they are. And I think when I interview people, I always see to it that I bring out the best in them. I bring out, why are you here? You are here for a reason, and you are here because you have achieved this. And you have achieved this because of this personality that you have. So it's not just about interviewing people and say, tell me your story. You grew up in ganyan. You get their answers, but you bring back, you give them the affirmation that they need. So that they will realize that success is actually with them. Because sometimes successful people don't know that they are successful.
That's why they say, kaya even the successful ones would ask, was that okay?
Yes.
Diba?
They would
Kasi
ask for affirmation because
everyone needs it.
everyone needs affirmation, and everyone wants someone to tell them, you're good, you are loved, you are good, and you make a difference in the world.
And I think that's one of the things I love about you, because every time after a show, you would really post-process what happened in the show, what you did well, what
That's
you can
with my
improve
blog, yeah.
on, and also what are the future plans for you. You've always been that kind of person, very
Yeah.
dedicated sa tao. And now, of course, redirection, you're doing such a great job at directing. FYI, pag may concerts, ilan lang ang pagpipilian, nandun si Direct Frank all the time. I'm not kidding. He is in the biggest venues, the biggest channels, ABS-CBN, TV5. I think
Thank you.
pati GMA7, di ba? So lahat talaga. And now, though, you have been given the chance, kasi ngayon you have a name for yourself. Kaya kahit sino ka pa man, like, they know Direct Frank. If he wants to sing, we will give you, a stage to sing at. So, do you think like this was really meant to be na na-reject ka ng todo-todo before?
You know what? I think so. I think where I am today is because of the amount of rejections that I had, and the amount of experience that I gained, and the numerous people that I've met, and the amount of hard work that I put in. It's a combination of everything. And to this day, I can't say that I'm fully made. That's why the song is called Made to Believe. I'm not made yet, but I am made to believe that I will be made.
It's always the becoming.
It's always the becoming, yes. I like that. No, it's the becoming, right? It's actually the journey of getting there.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't realize that they just look at the things that they don't achieve. You have to look at what you've already achieved, so that when you achieve more, you realize that you've gone far already.
Right.
Diba in Tagalog, parang sinasabi, malayo pa, pero malayo na.
Oh, ay, ang ganda. Oh.
Diba? Parang kasi, ang dami talaga. I meet a lot of people that say, bakit hindi ko pa naabot? Bakit ang tagal? Bakit ang ganito?
It's so insatiable. That's what makes life so exciting.
Yeah.
Na may, you're yearning for something.
Yeah, but the journey itself,
It's the
no?
journey,
It's the
yeah.
journey itself. And once kasi when you reach success early on in your career, you realize na, so what's next?
True. Actually, once you get there, you'd realize it's not as satisfying as opposed to you're one step away.
Correct.
And the difficulty I had to go through to get there. I think that's the
Yes.
most exciting part out of it.
And that's why I'm so proud of you also. Eh.
Aw.
Diba? Pero because you've experienced so much. You experienced so much hardships. You experienced so much rejection.
True.
And you've experienced so much of, how do you say it, like the judgment.
Yeah.
And you've proven time and time again that these judgments were never true. And you are always the true person, the bright side of things.
Dapat ikaw yung umiyak sa show ko, ba't ako yung papaiyak mo,
Magpapaiyak
diba?
sa'yo eh. Kala mo ah.
Pero, totoo yun. Actually, it's really so important to know who you are and to know what you want in life
Yes.
and to not let anyone dictate your situation. Diba?
Correct.
Pag nakinig ka sa kanila, you will really box yourself and feel like, oh, I can't do this.
Correct. You know what? Let me add to that. It's also okay not to know what you want.
Oh.
You know why?
Did you go through that?
Well, not really. But I just realized that it's okay na you don't know what you want yet. Because it's a
Yes.
chance for you to actually explore the vast opportunities that are there. And if you find your niche, and if you find your people, then you realize that maybe this was meant for you.
You know what? There are still a lot of people that are finding themselves.
Yes, and it's okay.
Even at a late stage of their
Correct.
lives, they're still making kapa. And they're all worried na parang, how come I haven't found my north?
Yeah.
Diba? So,
Maybe it's not the north, maybe it's the south, or maybe it's the west or the east. I mean, we
It's
don't
the
just
journey
look at
talaga,
the...
oo.
Yun kasi, sometimes people look at this direction. I want this direction. I want to be on top of this
but
direction.
sometimes God has another plan for you.
Sometimes God has another plan. Sometimes it's just on your side.
Hmm.
Or sometimes it's already on your lap.
Or sometimes you need to get to something in order for you to get to your dream role, which is you now singing. Kailangan mo daw maging director muna. Even though hindi yun yung number one priority mo sa buhay.
Yes.
Pero ngayon, you are the best director now. And now you can also be a singer.
You know what? Every time people say that I'm the best, I always tell them, sorry, I'm not the best.
I'm saying you're one of the best.
I'm not the best because I think because if you think that you're the best, it will go to your head. But if you say you're a developing person, then maybe someone is better than you, but you're not like jealous of the person, but you strive to be the best. It's okay to strive to be the best rather than you're already the best because you don't know what's next after.
True. It's all about arriving.
It's really, yeah.
Not being there immediately. Sige nga, wait, tell me, what else do you want to improve with yourself?
Ako, siguro I wanna explore more of this industry. The
Wait, how long ka na
entertainment.
ba? How long ka na ba in
I started 2006.
the director world?
The director world at 2008. So, oh my gosh, math.
Math.
Ang hirap ng math. Guys, tulo.
More than 10 years. Yun na
Yeah,
lang.
I think 15. Ay, sorry, ayan na, 21 pala. Uy, totoo? 2008.
Do the math.
No, 18. Almost
18
20.
years
18
ka
years,
na in the industry.
Yeah. And 18 years is not an easy, year to reach in the industry. Because this industry that we're in, it's a dog-eat-dog world.
True, sometimes you're hot and sometimes you're not.
Sometimes you're not. In this industry also, you can only find a few friends that are real. Right?
Oo, totoo
Right?
yan.
And you have to decipher which one is real and which one is not. You have to decipher which one is yours and which is not yours. And
Bakit dahil 16 talaga, papasok natin sa podcast to sa so audio, di ba? Pagiging 2008. So it's 16.
tabo
Anong
mali ka.
2016? 16 years?
Oo.
15 pala. It's not 18.
Oo. Oo.
Saan tayo? 18 years ka.
Oh, 18.
Ay, 16!
16 nga. Sweet
Sorry
16.
po. Okay. Okay.
Oo.
You say
Oo.
16 years.
Eratum.
Okay. And sige.
So, 16 years.
Wow.
Right.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. And gets sweeter and sweeter year after year. I'm not afraid to say that I'm 39 years old.
Okay lang,
Now.
director ka naman eh. Pero singer na rin, no?
Yeah.
For a singer?
Yeah, well,
For a singer, alam mo, when you make a name for yourself, it doesn't really matter what your age is anymore.
I think so too. I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are as long as you're happy what you're doing with what you're doing.
And people see it.
And well, yeah, a lot of people ask me, why do I spread myself too much? You know, I still hear that. Yung, ano ka ba talaga, director ka ba? Singer ka ba? Radio personality ka ba?
Podcaster ka ba?
Podcaster ka ba? Ano na? Sabi ko, nakikita niyo ako sa lahat, di ba? So nakikilala ko ng maraming tao. And yung papakilala ko sa mga tao, it's not because I wanted fame. I wanted to inspire more people. And if I can inspire people in directing, well and good. You know what? Just to tell you a story, directing, I guested in ASAP. And then the intern went up to me and said, Direct, ikaw yung nag-workshop sa amin nung nasa school ako.
Oh,
And it made
naalala
me
niya.
realize that I wanted to be in production. Kaya ako nandito sa ASAP ngayon because of you.
Oh.
Pero mo yun, I came in a show to be a singer, to reach another dream. But then you realize you actually made someone's dream come true.
That's why she's an ASAP, because she was taught by you.
Yun. So, nakaka-flatter yung ganong feeling. And then every time I would talk on the radio, on the chat groups of the fans clubs. Wow, fans clubs!
Meron po siya. Ang pangalan ng fans niya
By
ay...
Team Tagumpay. So, they would message, nakaka-inspire po yung sinabi nyo, ganyan-ganyan. Alam nyo po ba na pinapakinggan namin kayo ng buong pamilya bago kami kumain? Kasi, alauna kasi yung show ko. So, they would watch me, they would listen to me and listen to my pointers every time. I would give them like my top 10 pointers for ganito, ganyan-ganyan. Nakaka-flatter na aside from what I do in my career as a director or as a writer or as a producer, there's someone out there that looks up to me because of the other things that I do. So imagine mo na lang kung ang dami ko pang pwedeng gawin. So I can inspire more people with not just one craft. Yun.
True, you have so many different outlets, actually. And you know what? One of the things I love about Direct is that he opens doors for people that don't have doors to open at all. Can you share to us certain artists or people you've helped out in their career?
Well, the people that I helped out in their career, well, katulad nga sinabi ko, di ba? They go up to me and say, Direk, can you help me out with my career? Like, let's say for this person na, can you help me out with my singing career? Be okay. I don't manage, at that time, I don't manage artists, but I know how to sing. And then I realized, sabi ko, yes, I have connections. I can hook you up to these people and say, okay. So that's what I did. And then eventually, they realized that they've done so many things with my connections that I have. And what I also realized is it's not me just pushing them. It's really the connection and the family that we build. It's parang just being together. It's being together in a group, being together and like training each other. And then eventually, the opportunities will come.
In this industry, honestly, it's all about self. Me. But I realize with you, you do love having a family. You do love like lifting people up with you.
Yeah. I don't stick to like just one, a company and then multiple people. Because I want them to realize and to, para kung multiplication of loaves alam mo yon. Yung, I teach you how to fish so that you can feed yourself. And then that person will feed another person. I will teach another person. So it's anong tawag doon? Ripple effect. It's the ripple effect.
FYI, yung tulong ni Direk talagang how do I say it? Yayaman ka. Ito sabihin ko I recall, there was an artist, di naman siya kilala, pero you put that person in a certain show, he was able to make a song for that show, and grabe 6-digit agad yung bayad niya. Kasi ganun siya kagaling mag-vouch for artists even though hindi pa kilala yung pangalan nila. But because he said, this is the perfect person for you, they trust you enough and you trust them to be able to deliver. So I
Correct.
think that trust you give is amazing.
And then sometimes, some artists naman, let's say, they have managed them and then nagkamali sila.
How do you deal?
Yun that's another thing eh. Pag nagkamali sila, I let them be. People don't see this often, pero kasi akala nila, kunyari, umalis sa akin, I would be so affected. Yes, I will be affected for a time.
Kasi ang dami mong tulong eh.
I would, for a time. But time and time again, pag tumagal na ng tumagal, I make them realize na it's your time to fly on your own. It's your time to find your light. I already showed you where the light is. Chase after it. Diba? Parang it's not me anymore na parang, anak, ito yung ilawan kita. Hindi. It's not that. I just show them the light, follow it. I think some of my trainees here that are here right now, they know that I don't teach them, spoon feed them. Find out on your own. You tell me how it's done. And then if it's wrong, then I'll tell you how it's right. And then when it's right, continue on.
You're like a professor.
I was.
You do workshops. You do workshops.
Yeah, I
also.
taught for 5 years in De La Salle College of St. Benilde
Oh, diba?
for multimedia art students.
You really want to help a lot of people out.
Yeah, that became my HR, by the way. Because right after their graduation, I would get them and then train under me. So I love training people because it gives you the satisfaction that I'm making a difference in the world. And I think most of us, like people who wants to be successful, wants to make that difference in the world. And this is my way of doing it.
Direk, I must ask, has there been a person that took advantage of your kindness?
A lot. That's why.
What's the worst? What did they take from you and how did you react to it?
Aside from financial, I think it's more the trust. Kasi pag nawala yung trust,
True.
hindi na siya mababalik eh. Or, pwede mo tanggapin ulit, pero it will never be the same. Kasi, may lamat na eh. May lamat na.
But I feel like you're so forgiving though.
Well, yeah.
Of all
That's
the
also true.
directors,
I say this, guys, but when someone comes up to me and say, kunyari, may kasalanan sa akin, nagsasabi lang sa akin ng sorry, tapos na ang laban.
balik ulit
Oo,
sa'yo.
tapos ang laban.
Ang dami kasi mga director ngayon, nagkamali ka lang, ayaw ka na nila, as in, wala ka na, you will never get another project from them. But you though, you tend to have a really soft heart.
I think kasi I believe in second chances. I believe in chances per se. Because for me, I never got that chance.
Oh.
Well, not really never, but I tried and tried and tried, and I've always felt that rejection. And every time I feel that rejection, at nakita ko, let's say for a talent or maybe someone that I'm helping, that they feel it, I know how it feels. So I tell them or I teach them how to deal with it, but not spoon feed. Kasi when you spoon feed, nothing will happen.
True.
You will just go back to your old ways afterwards.
So it's all about standing up for yourself.
Standing up for yourself. So, yun nga, sometimes when you mentor, a lot of people consider me as their mentor. Well, not really a lot of people. But when people consider me as a mentor, they know that I don't really teach them the nitty-gritty stuff. They will find out for themselves.
Pinapabayaan mo sila, go!
Napabayaan ko, huy, kaya nyo na yan.
Live the life.
Oo.
Make mistakes.
Huwag kayong matakot na magkamali. Yun yung problema eh. You think that making a mistake will make you fail. But failure is actually fuel for your success. It's failure, then success.
And now you are very much successful.
Again, I'm just made to be successful.
You have a song, of course. It's called Made to Believe. Can you give us a line?
I think one of my favorite lines in the song is, I learned to love myself this time and let this pain run over me and let myself find its way back to my solace, that you are never alone. And all of these things will happen as long as you believe.
And dahil dyan, please sing it for us.
Ah.
Di ako titingin, kunwari. Di ako titingin.
Sige. Yung line na yun? O you want me yan?
Sige, yung best part.
Sige. I learned how to love myself this time and let this pain run over me. You helped me find my way back to my solace and say, you were never alone. And all of these things will take you somewhere as long as you believe. As long as you believe.
Woohoo! Direct Frank Lloyd Mamaril, also a singer now. Imagine, we are made to believe and feel the pain first.
Until now, hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala that I can say that I am actually a recording artist, singer.
Ang maganda dyan kasi director ka, kaya kayang-kaya mo yung lahat. Diba?
But I'm happy that people are accepting now kung ano yung ginagawa ko, and they appreciate the things that I do, and they appreciate the music, they appreciate all the things that I do more because they now realize that I can do more things.
Kaya siguro God told you to learn all, like everything about being on stage. Kasi one day, you have the name to be on stage yourself, not just behind the scenes. Direct, an advice to those people that, are made to believe they're for more things in life, pero hindi pa nila na-achieve or baka nire-reject sila sa gusto nila.
Rejections are really redirections. No? So walk barefoot. Walk that road barefoot. Allow yourself to be bruised, to be in pain. Because at the end of the day, after that pain, you will realize that you're meant for something bigger. And the stones that you've walked on are actually stepping stones towards a bigger success that you're looking for.
That was so beautiful. I just recalled this thing I saw online. There was a little kid holding a teddy bear and sabi niya kay God, but I love this. And Jesus, or God, was like there. He had a bigger teddy bear behind his back. And all she had to do was to give this little one away so he can give a bigger one to her. So, ang ganda. Made to Believe is out right now.
Made to Believe,
On
yes.
Spotify.
On Spotify, on Apple Music, on Deezer, and all streaming platforms. You can also use it on your Instagram and on TikTok.
And please, your shows.
Yeah, so every Saturdays, I'm on DZME, Usapang Tagumpay, every 1 to 2 p.m. with Melanie Zambrano. Every Sundays, I have Homeyoke sessions. That's where I sing. Homeyoke sessions every Sundays. That's 1 to 2 p.m. And on Mondays I do my directing stuff. And if this comes out earlier, I have a concert with Formula 5. Wow, I can say that now. Formula 5. Na yon, we'll be having a concert, a mini concert at that, on December 11. Tapos na to by then. December 11 at the Viva Cafe.
I'm so proud of you, Direct Frank.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, and the thing is, actually, nung nag-uumpisa pa lang ako back in the industry, it was Direct Frank who really sat with me and really taught me how to be a lead host. As in, I've never had a talk show in my life, pero he was always there. For some reason, we really vibed.
Yeah.
And I would listen to you, and then you listen to me. I was like, me, you're a director, but you listen to me. So I think I really like the collaboration we did.
Yeah.
And when I saw you taking care of other artists, I thought, this guy is really nice.
Yeah.
He's
and
really good.
I remember when we were back in Pai, na parang they were telling that, ini-spoil ko daw kayo.
Ganun ba yung effect?
I was spoiling my artist daw on
Hindi
Pai.
naman.
But I make them realize kasi their strengths and why they're here. Diba? I also remember the first time you were on Pai, diba, we started off by telling you,
You said my clothes sucked. You said mukha akong nagde-gym outfit every day sa show.
Because it was a daily show and, you know, they were looking at...
Sabi
But
niya,
it-
wala ka na bang damit?
But it taught you how to be.
True. To elevate
Look at
myself.
you now.
Those are the words we need from a director, really, to give us that right path.
I think that's what a director does. They give you the harshest words, the most painful words, to make you realize that you're meant for something bigger, and you're meant to succeed, and you're made to believe to succeed.
And made to believe is for all of you guys that are tuned in here on the Brightside. Guys, tingnan nyo si Direk. Gusto niya isang bagay, pero sabi ni Lord, eto muna, dito muna tayo. Maging director ka muna, maging kilala ka sa buong Pilipinas at makukuha mo yung gusto mo. Maging singer ka man, maging radio DJ ka man, or podcaster, everything you wanna do, all you have to do is to listen to the path I will give to you. So guys, if you are totally lost right now, do not worry. He has a way for you to get there. It will take some time. He took 16 years to
16 years.
finally be able to sing on stage, but he has a concert coming up. So I am so happy. Once again, Direct Frank Lloyd Mamariel here on the Brightside. We hope
Thank
you
you.
enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And kung gusto niyo audition kay Direct Frank, medyo mabait siya, guys. Baka gawin kayo mga stars. Go ahead, follow him, and hit him up. So thank you, Direct. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, and comment below here on the Brightside for more cool episodes coming your way. If you want to be inspired by me and my guests also, then don't forget, share it as well. See you guys! Mwah! Yay!